What's up, Raider Nation? It's Friday, Black Friday, Raiderette style, bringing you some news and reports. Today's going to be kind of different. I'm going to have a co-host, so we'll wait. I'm just going to do my intro really quick, let people tune in, try to get an audience going here. So, hope you guys are all enjoying your Friday. I know I am. Can't wait for the weekend. Hope you guys all are wearing black because it is Black Friday. So I am going to bring in my co-host and we'll start the show. What's up, Chris? Hey, Danielle. Does gray count? Yeah, gray counts. Okay. If you're just now tuning in, it's Raiderette style Black Friday on Raider Reaction. I'm just waiting on my co-host to be added. What's up, guys? What's up? Connection failed. Oh, no. So, obviously, this isn't going to happen today. What's up? If you're just now tuning in, we're going to be having a Raiderette show every Friday. So, it won't let me add my co-host. But thank God he's in the other room so he can just come in. What's up, guys? What's up? Happy Black Friday. Hope you guys are having a good day. So we couldn't bring him in, but he's right here. It's my husband.
I don't know why I wouldn't do it. Maybe because I'm too close.
I don't know. Facebook is. No, this is not my first show. I've been doing shows every Friday for 3 weeks now. So stay tuned. It's going to keep going. Just stay tuned to Raider Reaction. Marcus Peters traded. Okay, so there's some rumors going around that Alex Smith was traded to the Redskins. So, yes, on this page. So go like the page, share it up, give us some thumbs up, give us some reviews. And he might not be the only one in the division to be traded. Another rumor is Kirk Cousins was signed on the Broncos. I don't know if that's technically true yet, but we'll find out.
And why would you even waste time on Kirk Cousins, man? That guy.
I don't know. I have no idea. Thanks, guys. Share it up. So, and then David Amerson has joined the Chiefs. Yeah. So, those are some kind of the rumors going around. I'm not really sure about. I'm not sure about Kirk Cousins. I don't know. I don't even know if that's worth it, but we'll see. So the big story for today is the Raiders have to make a decision to keep Marshawn by March 18th. So this is the thing. Gruden wants to keep Marshawn. I think we should too. He's a good player.
the thing with that is he has a $1 million bonus coming March 18th. I believe it's a roster bonus, which is for a player like Marshawn, go ahead and pay it and keep him. Because at the beginning of the season, I really don't think that they were using him to his capabilities. They would, one run, 2 runs, he'd sit out for a whole series. I mean, no player is going to be able to get into the flow of the game playing one play and then sitting for a whole series or two.
What's up, guys? If you're just now tuning in, there's going to be a Raiderette show on Raider Reaction every Friday, so stay tuned. Keep sharing it, like it, and go like the Raider Reaction page. Hit us up. Hey, guys. So we're talking about Marshawn. The Raiders have to make a decision by March 18th to keep Marshawn. Now, Gruden wants him. Gruden wants to keep him. Now, this is the thing. I've looked up some stuff. Now, if we keep Marshawn and we have to sign him, he will get a $4 million salary with a $46,875 bonus. Or no, that's for every game. So for every game he plays with the Raiders, he'll get the $46,000 and some change. Now, this is funny. I don't know. I don't know why. It tickled me. So if he does do this, he will also get a $250,000 workout bonus.
If you watch his show, he'll earn that no problem. That guy, man, he stays working out. Kai Plagowski, I don't really see him as a locker room cancer. I think that was a lot of rumors with that. With Marshawn being a local Oakland, native. When he came to the Raiders, he told them that he wanted to do whatever it took for them to win. The only team that he would have come out of retirement was the town team. And I don't think that he would do anything to sabotage him. Now, there has been rumors and talk about him, being uncoachable and things of that nature. But he's an A-type personality. He's a beast. He wants to win. And I think that Gruden is the type of coach that knows how to deal with those type of personalities, because with the team that he built before he left, the players that they had on their roster, there was nobody on that roster that was any kind of a joke, and they all had attitudes and they all had swagger. Some way more than Marshawn Lynch. So as far as him being a cancer, I don't really see that.
I don't know if you guys been watching, but go back to the Raider Reaction page, and I did a show on Marshawn Lynch last Friday. He's dedicated to Oakland. He puts money into Oakland. He has restaurants. He has t-shirt shops. He has an NFL Raider shop in Oakland. So,
and he has that show.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, he has his own personal show. And I think what he says is like most of the proceeds that he gains from it goes back to Oakland. So he's not just playing football to get money.
Yeah, I think Gruden does.
He does.
Keep him in check. Yeah. I really do.
I've looked up some reports, and I guess technically, Gruden is not allowed to talk to any of the players physically one-on-one, but I guess he's been getting his news out there over social media, and he told him on social media that he's a good player, and all we need to do is cover him and give him the ball, and that guy can run.
And then too, when Marshawn was playing with this former team, I won't mention because this is the Raider page, he had this thing where he didn't want to be interviewed by anybody. So when they played Monday Night Football, you know how John Gruden went and talked to other players and everything. Marshawn wasn't giving interviews to anybody. So when people say that Marshawn didn't want to talk to him or he was avoiding him, it wasn't just John Gruden. It was anybody in the media. Remember, He was just there so he wouldn't get fined. Too many good backs in the draft. Part ways with Marshawn Lynch. He's a cancer we don't need anymore. Cancer on the Raiders.
Oh,
We could get a young back in round 3 or 4 to be the future. Taking a chance on a draft pick, even though Marshawn may be in his early 30s, but the whole season that he took off healing and the limited play time that he played last year, the guy still got a lot of football left in him. And like I said, I really don't believe the rumors or see him as a cancer in the locker room. Now, he might have had problems with the former coaching staff. And from what I hear, there are several players that did, especially on the defense, because they weren't letting them play. When you have players and coaches bumping heads, there's going to be some issues. And Marshawn Lynch wasn't the only one. That was most of the defense.
and not only that, Bob, but I don't know if you watch Raider football, but it takes like 8 men, physically huge men, 300-pound men, maybe 8 of them to take that man down. And you think that he's done? I don't know. He still has potential.
I think that even if you were to trade him right now today, he's worth more than a 3rd or 4th round draft pick.
Yeah, definitely.
Easily. You
Definitely.
know, a 2nd rounder with another player at the that would be something that they take for him. But to get rid of him for a 3rd or 4th round pick, no, I don't see that happening.
I don't either. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have any other questions besides saying Lynch is cancer. But so what we're gonna do every Friday is do a flashback Friday, and it's old from back in the day history, Raider history, of course. If you guys don't know, my husband is a Buccaneers fan. Our house is split. It's Buccaneers, Seahawks, and Raiders. So, I don't know what you decided. You picked it.
Okay. Now, with that being said, I'm not going to come on this page and disrespect the silver and black. Because when I was a kid, my dad was a Raiders fan. And there was a player, okay, there was a player that I just absolutely fell in love with that taught me a lot about being a cornerback, a defensive back. And that was number 37, Lester Hayes, Mr. Stickle. Okay, that guy, when he would come to the line and he'd be looking at the receivers, man, and he'd be down in the stance and he'd have that stickum dripping off his fingers and it'd be on his socks. And, and he'd be looking at the quarterback and he'd be like, go ahead, throw it my way because I'm waiting for you. And I used to think that a lot of his interceptions was because he had that stickum on. But as I got older and learned more about football, I understood that it's a lot about positioning, okay? And the guy was always put himself in a position to where he can make those plays. That guy.
Okay, so hold on. Who asked? Okay, Ed, you said, what do you guys think about Peters leaving to the Rams? I don't mind. Yeah, he can go.
I understand what you're saying, Bob. I really do. And some of his quote unquote antics, as you say, you have to understand, man, the guy has a lot of passion. Okay. And running out the bench last year in the fight and all that kind of stuff, I know that upset some fans. However, there were a lot of fans that supported that because it showed how much he was down for his team. And he wasn't going to let anything or anybody do anything that was going to hurt his quarterback or his receivers. Okay. And as far I just as far as him being a cancer or somebody that you wouldn't want on your team, why wouldn't you want to have a veteran who's been to multiple playoff games, deep into the playoffs, has a Super Bowl ring, and still has that passion? I guess we'll just agree to disagree on that, but I do understand what you're saying. And he's not going to be the only one that's going to have to learn John Gruden's playbook. Everybody on that team and everybody coming in is going to have to learn John Gruden.
Yeah, you got to understand, John Gruden, where has he been? Like, nobody really knows his playbook.
And I got to say this, because I hope that this doesn't happen to your team, okay? The way John Gruden dismantled the Buccaneers after they won the Super Bowl, okay?
Jose, we're talking about Lynch right now. So, an update on Lynch. The Raiders have to make a decision to keep Lynch by March 18th. So, that's what we're talking about right now. A lot of people are saying that he's cancer. He needs to go. Oh, we love you too, Raiderette. I hope you're doing good. We're praying for you. We're keeping you in your prayers, in our prayers. So, okay, so yeah, we're talking about Lynch right now. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but I think two people.
It's a hot topic.
Two people said that he's cancer and he needs to stay in the locker room. I typically want to keep the guy because I know he has more potential. If we just keep blocking Lynch and give him the ball, he's got a lot of potential. He could take us.
Yeah, I can see that having somebody come in with a little bit of speed to take it on, give it that 1-2 punch. Like Sonny and I were talking. I mean, Raiderette Silver Sunshine and I were talking about this the other day. When you have that running back, that takes pressure off your throwing game, which opens up the middle, okay, which opens up room for the tight end that you guys have. It opens up the outside. It opens up everything. And then that play action, not only does it give the running backs, more room to run, it gives the quarterback more time in the pocket. It gives the receivers that extra half a second to make that move to get open. So having a strong running game, even if he's not an every down back anymore, when he's on the field, the defense has to adjust. And that's something that, if you were to trade him and bring somebody else in, you might not have. And John Gruden is a type of coach where he knows offenses.
Thank you guys. Thank you for sharing.
He really knows offenses, and it's a bright future coming for you. Now, as far as Marshawn Lynch going to Las Vegas, that ain't happening. I don't see that happening. I think that he'll stay and give his all this year, and then I think he'll retire. But I think it's a spur in his side that they're leaving, that they're moving and going to Las Vegas with him being from there.
So I also read, if we don't sign Lynch, these are our options. We get the free agency to replace him. Okay? And we can either choose from Bell or Hyde.
And a lot of that's going to come down to salary cap and payroll and what other moves you want to make, because you guys need a little bit of help in the secondary. And you definitely, I think, in the draft would be wise to get a defensive end.
Yeah, and I think he is signing for 2 years, and I think it's $1 million if he signs right. I don't know.
What, Lynch?
Yeah.
If by March 18th, if he's on the roster, he gets a $1 million signing bonus. I think it's a roster bonus. Now, his base salary coming in this year is $4 million, and he has a bunch of incentives. I mean, like he had a strength and conditioning bonus. Give him that $250,000.
And they're giving him $250,000 just for working out. Like,
what about a cornerback? Jose, as far as cornerbacks, I mean, there's some good cornerbacks coming out of the draft.
You got your A+. You're in.
There's a couple guys from There's a guy from Georgia that's good. There's a kid from Ohio State that's really good. I was looking at one guy from Oklahoma, but I think if you guys are going to go for a cornerback, it would have to be one of the top three in order to use that pick, because you're gonna need some help right away in your secondary. So if it's gonna be a draft pick, it's gonna have to be a strong guy coming out of college. Otherwise, you're gonna have to pick up someone on the market.
Oh, that's a touchy subject.
Yeah, couldn't see Bassett get that money. Yeah, that'll free it. Yeah, it does. Hantiel. What have you been saying, Gentile? Sorry, don't mean to mispronounce your name, and sorry. Conley is gonna be healthy. You know, that's one weird thing about football, as we all know, especially coming into the off season and then going into the pre-camp workouts. Every team has that one guy that does something weird and tweaks something, and you just have to just hope that everybody can just stay healthy. That's one thing that's been an Achilles heel for the Raiders, man, is nicks and cuts and little dings, and that just progress. So hopefully this offseason, guys are resting, getting with their trainers, strengthening up those wounds, man, and hopefully they can come back and be ready, and be healthy. Because, in order to make a good playoff run, you have to have your core guys coming in being healthy. Thank you.
What's up, guys? Okay, so we're gonna cut it off for today. That's my Raiderette show. If you don't know by now, stay tuned to Raider Reaction. Go to the page, like the page, follow the page.
You gotta answer that. That's a good question. Would you guys cut Penn to free up more cap room? That's a really, really good question. The guy got, usually when guys get a big contract their first year back, they don't really produce. But you have to look at what he brings to the table. Trying to find somebody that's that mobile, that big, at that position, that's a good question. I don't know if I would cut him. I would at least wait until you get into the meat of the preseason and see how he's doing and see how he's producing. Because the second half of the season, he stepped back up. First half of the season, the line itself really wasn't gelled that good. But then in the second half of the season, not only him, but the rest of the line, I mean, the whole team, secondary, everybody picked up. So based off of last season, I wouldn't based off of last season. I would keep him because he's worth that money. Finding a quality lineman, you guys got a great line. Finding a quality line that has 2-3 years playing together, you don't really want to mess with that as far as line goes, because that's what starts and that's where it starts and ends at. Protection, opening up holes, pulling. Yeah, you're right. They did pick up and they fired Norton, and it was like they had just got reborn. It was something nice to see. So coming into this season, there's a lot of good things to look up to. A lot of good things to look up to. And like I said, Gruden, I personally have a problem with them because, like Sonny said, I'm a Buccaneers fan, but I respect the silver and black. And if they're not playing each other on Sunday, you best believe in this house when the Raiders are on, we watching. You know what I mean? So I'm not a member of the nation, but I respect the nation. Always have, always will. Plus, I like sleeping in the bed after game night. So.
All right, Raider Nation. Like I said, I'm going to keep it short for today. I'm still working on progressing and getting the Raiderette show bigger and better, and just stay tuned because it's going to happen. Anyways, have a good Friday, and like always, keep it Black Friday and Raiders for life.